We are live. What is going on, everyone? Thank you all so very much for hanging out with me at this time. Anybody that's tuned in on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Man, what a game. I'm all red, been screaming at the TV, was losing my mind. But we're here. We're back. It's exciting. Lakers won. Austin Reaves. I mean, the title says it all. I had to put it that way. Austin Reaves saved the Lakers. Seriously. There's no other way around it. This dude was just a clinic, absolute clinic. Let's dive right into him. 35 points, new career high, 9 of 14 from the field, 16 of 18 from the line. This dude was just drawing these guys in every way. But 35, 6, and 6, just had himself a game. Seriously. It's just the dude did everything today. Really bailed us out, which was huge. Outside of that, D'Lo had a solid game. He got back, shot 50% from the field, gave us 18 and 6. It was good to see him kind of get back in his groove. He hit a couple big shots. He had that big corner three, which really helped us. So again, kudos to him, kind of getting back into the flow of things. Anthony Davis was rough today. On the defensive end, he was still a monster, right? He had 4 blocks, 2 steals, 1 assist, 11 rebounds, and 15 points. But he was 6 of 15 from the field, only shot 40%, which for most people is not terrible, but for him, that's just rough. His shot just isn't falling. He was 3 of 6 from the free throw line. He's got to pick it up and be better. But regardless, we got the win. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Get the win. Go win the game. Anthony Davis, again, held it down on the defensive end. So we'll take what we can. Beasley continues to struggle badly. He's got to find his shot. And I'm not saying he has to go like 6 of 11 or whatever every game, but you got to at least get to like average, right? Like at least get to average 3-point percentage. 1 of 7 isn't going to do it. 1 of 5 from the field isn't going to do it. Or 1 of 5 from 3, I'm sorry, isn't going to do it. But winning Gabriel, he continues to really impress. He ended up with 8 rebounds, 6 points. I really like that Winyan AD lineup, where you have those two and then like a guard. I wouldn't even mind, although it would be a little difficult shooting wise. I would like to see like Winyan, Vanderbilt, and AD in some stretches, and then maybe go like Reaves and D'Lo for like your shooting, especially if D'Lo has a game where he's really on. Just a thought, nothing too major, nothing too crazy. But regardless, it was a great win all around by Austin Reaves and the Lakers. Guys stepped up. Again, Anthony Davis didn't have the best game ever. But hey, got the win at the end of the day. That being said, let's dive in the chat. Give me 1 second. I'm going to plug my computer's about to die. So let me plug in my laptop. I'm still here. Don't worry. I just need to plug this in real quick. I got my charger right here. So bear with me for a second. And we're back. There we go. Sorry about that. I just don't want my laptop to die right in the middle of doing the stream. All right, now let's dive into the chat. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you all being here. Brian, starting us off hot with the $2 super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Sub B's with Christy. I don't mind Darvin Ham sticking with Beasley because you don't want him to lose his confidence. At least he's still shooting. And the hope is he gets right come the playoffs, right? He's struggling right now. The hope is that like he turns it around at some point and then gets consistency. So I don't really mind them keeping him in the starting lineup, but I don't really know if I'd go Christie. Like I love Christie. Christie might be our best on-ball defender outside of like Vanderbilt and AD, but he's just really young. It's a lot to put on him right now in a situation where we have to win every game possible. Granted, Beasley, when he's not hitting shots, Christie's the better defender without a doubt. But I just, I'd rather go like switch him, put Troy Brown at the 2, and have like Rui at the 4. Like I'd rather go size, right? Go D'Lo, Brown, Vanderbilt, Rui, and AD. That's the approach that I would go if you were to move Beasley out of the starting lineup. I'd rather go that route. And then when LeBron comes back, maybe slot, maybe at that point, maybe bring Beasley back and see if LeBron can kind of, because I don't think it's coincidence that his best stretch of games with us were when LeBron and D'Lo were together. So then maybe try him out again with LeBron, and then sub out Beasley, and just go LeBron, Vanderbilt, and go that route. But I don't know. They gotta figure something out, because Beasley just doesn't have it right now, and it's unfortunate. It sucks. But anyway, again, Brian, really appreciate that. The title is accurate. It is. Like I said, I had to make this title because it really was. He saved the Lakers today. Austin was going crazy. Absolute clinic. Absolute clinic. Yeah, MVP of the night, hands down, hands down. I feel like this game's still a loss. We should won against the Rockets and the Mavs. I mean, we should have, but hey, you can't go backwards. All you can do is go forward. Take this game in stride. We got the Suns coming up next. Gotta get these wins. Gotta start going on this win streak. I would love to see us go 4-1 on this on this homestand. And our one loss being the Dallas Mavericks, that'd be nice. And I think that would get us right back to where we need to be. Maybe put some distance between us. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, nothing you can do about the past games. Missed the entire game. Tell me everything I missed. AD struggled a bit. Austin Reaves won us the game. Back and forth for the most part, but got to win. AD, sorry. He's not sorry. He just had a bad game. Again, defensively, he was a monster tonight. AD had a rough shooting night in the mid-range. He did. His shot just wasn't falling tonight. But again, defensively, he still was an absolute monster. Like, even when he has bad games, he still is out there delivering on the defensive end, which is important. And then you have other guys step up. It was good. It was good. Any update on Braun as it stands? Well, Darvin Ham said that he is returning this season. When that is, we don't have an exact date or timeline. I still lean towards like one of the Bulls games. I think very likely maybe that road game against the Bulls. I think the Lakers probably ride out this homestand, finish the homestand, and then get into the road trip against the Bulls and the Timberwolves. And I think that's when LeBron comes, because that's probably when we're going to need him the most. But hopefully we end up winning during that stretch. That would be really nice. But we'll see. Time will tell. I'd personally severely underpay everybody to give Reaves the money that he wants. Problem is, it doesn't really work like that. I wish it did. That would be nice. So we have like the Gilbert Arenas clause that we can use to keep him. My concern is that teams will backload that contract and the Lakers won't match. So teams can only give so much for Austin Reaves because of that. But what you can do is you give him like the 10 million or whatever the first 2 years, and then year 3 and 4, it's called a poison pill contract. That just inflates. And then that goes from, 10 million to 25 million. Or I think the second year would be like 27 million. So they could do that with Austin Reaves. My concern is that if that happens, the Lakers won't match it. And that could be a real concern. That could be a really concern. But we know Reaves wants to be a Laker. He purposely didn't get drafted to be a Laker. So hopefully that's in our court. And hopefully the Lakers are able to keep him. But Brian, coming out the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I like the crunch lineup of Gabriel, Ree, Austin, AD, Dennis, and TBJ. I like that too. I actually like that a lot. I didn't mind that. When D'Lo's playing the way he's playing, I think you got to have him in that game. I mean, he was hitting big shots. His shot was falling today. He shot 50% from the field, 50% from three. And he was aggressive when we needed him to be. So I think you got to go that. But I do like that as like a defensive lineup right now, like especially without like Braun. I think that really gives you that. And even TBJ, I mean, you could even do swap TBJ with Vanderbilt. Problem is shooting. TBJ's been really good shooting the basketball for us lately. So kind of, but I like that lineup. There were actually a couple nice lineups that I thought Darvin Ham had out there tonight. I thought Darvin Ham did a good job with some of these lineups today. And hopefully we can continue to do that going forward. But again, thank you so much, Brian. Bench better than starters. Should Darvin adjust the starting lineup? I mean, I don't think so, because the problem is we've literally had the most, or at one point, I don't know if we still do, because since the trade, we've had the same starting lineup. But we at one point had the most starting lineups. Like we were on pace to break the record for most starting lineups. I like that Darvin Ham is keeping the stability. I know a lot of people really want to see Austin Reaves start. I love Austin Reaves in that gap spot where he's the guy coming off the bench, first guy off the bench, leading the charge, and then he's playing with the bench unit, carries over into the next quarter, and then he can even play with the starters. I love Austin Reaves in that gap. I really do. But I think you keep the starters intact. I really do. I know it's frustrating watching Beasley just struggle so much, but I think that the idea is like if you can get Beasley going by the time that you get to the playoffs, then hopefully he's in rhythm and he's got his shot falling, and then that just makes us that much better, right? Or the play in if we end up making the play in, which I think we will. I think we'll probably finish that 7-8 spot. But it's one of those things where I mean there's clearly an argument to change that starting lineup, but I just our bench is the best bench in the league right now, and it's like you can always like if Beasley doesn't have it, like give him like 3 shots. If he's not like 1 of 3 in those first 3 shots, take him out and bring somebody in. Which Darvin Ham's done a good job about that. Like Darvin Ham's done a good job with like trying to give Beasley a shot. Okay, he doesn't have it tonight. All right, let's keep him out and kind of leave him out. I do. I like that. But there's definitely it's definitely an argument there. Um, Man, they make it so hard to watch Laker game. I feel it. I feel it. Reaves is absolutely that guy. Oh, don't give me a damn. I'm giving AR everything. There's no, we had to let him go. Keep this man. No other role player in the NBA like him. Dude, you got to keep him. I agree. Whatever you got to do, you do it. Most improved. Dude, he might be. I mean, usually guys hit that sophomore wall. He got like, I mean, I'm talking exponentially better between year 1 and year 2. I mean, the gap, like he's a completely different player this year. It's insane. And the idea is that he's only going to get better, which is crazy. But anyone else worried about how low energy the starters are? They have no sense of no sense of urgency. Reading is hard. But no, I mean, definitely. I mean, there is some concern. I mean, the thing is like it's really hit or miss with the starters, it seems like. And you get these bench guys coming in and then they just really spark this team and really put us in a different position and give us like a different look. But I'm definitely worried about the low energy like when we start. Guys just seem to struggle at times. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. But Red Pill Christian, thank you so much. I really appreciate that coming in. How $2 super chat. Are we gonna get Lonnie minutes? He can get hot. He can. The problem is just he's so one dimensional, and I think that's why Ham doesn't really want to play him. Like Beasley, like don't get me wrong, Beasley's one dimensional at times too. But like we've seen him make plays for people. We've seen him. His defense is better than Lonnie. Lonnie at times is just like an open door. I would like to see Lonnie get some minutes. It's just hard. I've talked about this before. Like, I would love to see him like be an in the vacuum type guy, where he's just like you give him 10 minutes a game, especially like if Beasley doesn't have it, put him in for 10 minutes, let him go to work, and hopefully it gives you 10 points in those 10 minutes. That would be ideal. But it's yeah, it's one of those things. Like with Beasley playing so poorly, there's definitely an argument like give Lonnie that spot, but I think that they just really want to try to get Beasley going. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But again, thank you. I told y'all the refs are helping us. 18 free throws for Reaves. We got to take advantage of these games. Yeah, it kind of feels like that the last few games feels like the Lakers have gotten a little more favorable whistle, which is good considering the situations we were dealing with a month ago. AR was money. Absolutely. He was incredible. As long as AR is getting 30 plus minutes, I don't care. But may need OT, may need to start him to bring some energy into our starters. I mean, look, there is absolutely a huge argument to have AR start. It actually makes too much sense. I get why you want to keep him in that bench unit as that gap player. him being that guy that comes in first sub in, you know, just gives you a different look, gives you a different change of pace, all of that stuff, and then you bring the other bench guys in, keep him in, and then he runs and kind of controls that bench unit. And then you can also play him with the starters or play him down the stretch to close games. That's I do. I really like him in that spot. Because the problem is that if you switch that, you don't have that now off the bench. Now you're really trusting Dennis Schroeder to kind of play that role. And I trust AR more as that like gap guy. It's almost like he's too good to start. That makes sense. I know that might sound a little silly, but it is. It's almost like he's too good in that gap spot for us to start him. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Vincent coming in hot with the super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Reeves stabilized the game. Awesome, Reeves, dude. He stabilizing is an absolute understatement. That dude. I mean, that dude single-handedly helped us win this game and gave us the game. So credit him. That was just whew. Man, that dude was too much tonight. That dude was something else, and I love it. I love it. But thank you, I appreciate that. Who do you think wins on Wednesday? I honestly think we lose to the Suns. I think we have an absolute good chance. And look, Anthony Davis loves to play the Suns. Loves to play the Suns. So I'm hoping that that's the game that he bounces back from. He'll also, because we don't play that game for like what, we got like 3 days off, I think, something like that. When do we play that game? I think we play that game Wednesday, right? I know that one of these games coming up, we have like a 3-day gap in between. It might be this game, but regardless, I'm hoping that he, yeah, we have a 3-day gap. Yeah, we don't play till Wednesday, so I'm hoping that maybe AD gets some rest and kind of works himself back. I don't know. It's one of those things. I do. I think we win. We have to. We really have to. Brian, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Coming in hot with the super chat. Some of the starters look uninterested after half. It feels like that at times. I mean, I'm with you. It really does. It feels like that at times. It feels like I don't know, like they're like lackadaisical. And like Darvin Ham has said that like these guys know what these games mean. And it's just like we just don't seem to come. It's almost like we have to get in the flow, get in the rhythm, rather than just like from the jump. And like that's on the players, right? Like I know a lot of people, look at it and go, "Oh, Darvin Ham, he's not getting his team ready." I don't think that's what it is. I just think the players are just don't have it when they start. I just think that they're kind of rhythm guys, right? Like D'Lo's a rhythm guy. Beasley's a rhythm guy. Even AD is a rhythm guy, and then you got Vanderbilt, who he's not like a lights out shooter. So it's just, I think that that's a lot of the problem, but I don't know. And teams just start off hot against us like every game. It's literally like every game, like the team starts shooting the ball out, shooting the lights out. I meant, but um. Anyway, again, thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate that. What's going on with Beasley? Why do shooters always forget how to shoot when they come Lakers? I know, man. It's frustrating, without a doubt. Um, I just think, I mean, look, he's a streaky shooter. We knew that when we got him. He's one of those guys where he has stretches like this, and I think that's why Darvin Ham keeps sticking with him, because I think Darvin Ham's hoping that he's a streaky shooter. He's in a bad streak right now. He'll Once he gets that streak going in his favor, then hopefully he's off to the races, and now we can kind of ride him into the play-in and the playoffs. That's kind of what my thoughts are as to why they keep starting him. Because if he can get back into being that guy, then I mean he's lethal. It's just he's just really struggling. Slow night for AD. Can't do that in the playoffs. Agreed. Agreed. I mean, it'll also help when we get Braun. AD's shot was just short. Also, Braun is better at getting him the ball, right? Like D'Lo and him are still trying to figure it out. D'Lo does a pretty good job of getting him position, but still, they got to figure that out. AD Braun are beefing. It's unraveling. It's all unraveling. I hope not. I know that there's like reports of that, but LeBron makes AD top 5 in the league. It's a whole different game for AD when he doesn't have Braun setting up for easy lay-ins. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, even Michael seems to agree. The bench for the Lakers is amazing. Dude, this bench is incredible. Incredible, incredible, incredible. Tyler, if you had to predict what seed we finish, what do you think it'll be? I think it'll be the seventh or eighth seed. I mean, we still have a shot at the sixth seed, but realistically, I think it's the seventh or eighth seed. Like if I had to like bet on it, I would say the seventh or eighth seed. Um, Ideally, you get one of those, you win that first game, and now you're the seventh seed. And then you're playing the Kings or Memphis in the first round. That would be solid. Um, Magic are also a playoff team. They started this year with 4 starters injured, and since then they came back above 500. Yeah, they even mentioned that in the game today. That Orlando, if they didn't start 5-20, they would be one of the top teams in the East. Because since then they're like 24-20 or something like that, whatever it is. But yeah, Mr. Efficiency with more points than AD and D'Lo combined. Much needed win for the Lakers. Much needed win for the Lakers. And yeah, credit Austin Reaves. He saved us. Austin Reaves alone shot more free throws than the Magic. That's wild. Yes, that's right. Austin. He's just so good at drawing contact. Like I mean, credit Austin. You know what I mean? Like he gets that guy on the hip, and then he just waits for them to make a move, and then boom, he just throws it up. He's Mr. And one. Yes, let's go Reaves. That's right. Austin Reaves played with a big heart. Oh man, yeah, big heart. Smash that thumbs up. Yes. Thank you very much, Joey. I really appreciate that. Everyone that's here, if you could just take a quick second, hit that like button. You have no idea how much it helps. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I greatly appreciate that. I'm like 180 subs away from 11,000. That would be amazing. Yeah, like B Spendy said, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a cousin, tell an uncle, tell a dog, whomever. Let them know. And again, like the video, subscribe to the channel. You're awesome. The starters got to start playing with more energy. I agree. I'm with you. I am with you 110%. I get to sleep for the first time since the Rockets game. That's very true. That's very true. AR is going to get 100 million and leave a dime. I don't. He won't get that much in the beginning, but the next contract, he will. If he keeps playing the way he is, he will. Lakers winning the chip. I think they have a good shot. I think they have a good shot. 2 minutes left. Game is tied. Lakers in the bonus, and Walmart Nick Young takes a contested step back 12 seconds on the shot clock. I mean, he made that huge three, and he was just kind of trapped in the corner. Yeah, he did definitely. Just gotta play with consistency, please. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you 110%. AD and D'Lo gotta really show up against the Suns because they're gonna try to show off, and we gotta show them we don't play games. I can't wait till LeBron returns. I can't wait for LeBron to turn either. But yeah, we do. We gotta win that Suns game. AD loves to play against the Suns, so I'm hoping that'll be a game that he shows up and we get it. LeBron will, yeah. Please give Beasley's minutes to Reaves and Walker. His plus minus is phenomenal for almost every game except for a few blowout wins. Like Austin Reaves, I really like him in that in between role. I really do. But I just I don't know. Lonnie, it's tough. He just defensively just gets so lost at times. But maybe that would spark him. I don't know. That was the big problem with him is just defensively. Put AR in the 2. He just keeps proving that he deserves to be in the 2. Like I said earlier, like I just think he's too good in the position that he's in to put him in the starting lineup. I know that sounds silly, but it's true. He is so good at just being that gap player, and I really want them to keep him in that gap player. Let's see. The king of AR has risen from the 80 bum play. Hey, he got it. I love it. Let's see. Come back, beast mode. Yeah. Dennis had like 3 straight threes in a row in the first quarter. He did. He really did. He was knocking them down early on. Carried the Lakers. Let's go. He did, man. He was on another planet tonight. Can AD at least start playing like a top 20 player? Yeah, for real. I'm with you, Sean. I am with you. Let's see. Trade AD, you don't want to, but he's not worth his contract. You do not trade AD. So I have a video coming out in 30 minutes. It's scheduled for 10 o'clock. It was actually scheduled for earlier today, but then we got the news about Rui. So some of that stuff in that video is kind of like before this game tonight, but still, the point of the video is why you cannot trade AD. AD is just to give you some insight. AD is averaging 26, 12.5, 1 steal, 1 block, and 3.5 assists. He is also his defensive rating this year is the same as Giannis. He is as good defensively as Giannis, who is the best player defensively in the NBA right now. He has the same. Giannis is 107.4 or something like that, and like 80s is like 107.7, something like that. Like it's just like by hairs. And Anthony Davis is averaging more steals, more blocks, is averaging just slightly more rebounds, and is averaging 5 less points than Giannis is this year. But Giannis is taking like 4 more shots a game. So Anthony Davis this year is playing like Giannis level basketball as a whole. He has a couple games here and there. Obviously, he's not Giannis. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying. Giannis is the best player in the world for a reason. But Anthony Davis this year has been the guy this year. He has been monstrous. And even on his bad nights, he's still the best defensive player in the league. Anthony Davis by himself literally makes us a bottom 20 team defensively to a top 15-10 defense in the league. We're number 1 defensively since we got Jared Vanderbilt. And that's because Anthony Davis has somebody else that can now guard the perimeter. We're top 3, I think, or number 2 or something like that in perimeter defense, everything. Like Anthony Davis is the anchor. There's not a single player in the league, unless you're trading for Giannis, that's going to give you the impact Anthony Davis does. You're not trading Anthony Davis. You're not. When Bamba comes back, Darvin should play him with AD. I wouldn't mind seeing some sets like that. Referees save the day. Refs plus automatic free throws versus Orlando Magic. Yeah, that was nice. That really helped. Sub Beasley for Lonnie. At least Beasley plays defense. Lonnie's just like, here you go at times. But offensively, Lonnie would be better than Beasley's giving you right now. Guys, AD is big. The guards have to give him the ball in good position. Exactly. Like to be fair, Anthony Davis has to demand the ball in position. It has to set position. At times he doesn't, but it is up to our guards to get him going. He's not a guy that can just, we've seen him go coast to coast at times, but he's a setup guy. He's a center. He's a big man. He's a guy that needs to get in the block, get in the post, get in his mid range, get in his spots, and run the game. Not just that, but also like if you watched the game tonight, they were double and triple teaming him, just like other teams have done. They were making things very difficult for AD. He just didn't have his mid range going today, which we've seen like the Toronto game. Toronto was doing the same thing, but he had his mid range going. So he was able to be a little more efficient, but still, it's one of those things. But in general, I think we'll be all right. And then Brian coming in hot with the super chat. Thank you so much. Nobody is going to give you what AD gives. Exactly. Thank you so much. You're not going to get it. You're not. There's literally no other player in the league that is doing and averaging the stats that Anthony Davis is doing. There's not one. Not Embiid, not on both sides of the ball. Not the Joker, not Embiid, not Giannis. Nobody. Nobody is doing and averaging the stat line that Anthony Davis is doing this year. Efficiency, Anthony Davis has a better efficiency, everything. Like, you're not going to replace Anthony Davis. Like, so many people want to trade Anthony Davis, and it's like, for who? Who are you? Unless you're trading him for Giannis, you're not going to get anything close to the fair value. Now, if in 2 years when LeBron leaves, we end up wanting to rebuild or something like that, then sure. But, and people always say, oh, like street clothes or, whatever, he misses so many games or this, that, and the other. But they don't take into account that, like, so does like half the league, like literally. Like Anthony Davis over the last several years has played more games than like half the stars in this league. But he's the only one that gets the label of street clothes. LeBron James has missed as many games as Anthony Davis has. So it's just it's frustrating at times, and games like this are frustrating. But there's nobody else in the league that's as good as he is at what he's doing this year. Nobody. You're not going to replicate that. You're not going to replace it. But again, I appreciate you, Brian. Damn, we should be the 7th seed right now. I agree. It would be nice. What else? AR is the new king. Long live the king. Braun said he's taking my job. Yeah, seriously. He is amazing. Let's see. Austin Reaves, what a game. But the rest of the team, it wasn't a great game, especially AD offensively, but a win is a win. Yes. Guys got to step up better offensively. Suns will destroy us. I disagree. I think we'll be all right. People going after AD need to chill. I agree with you, Speedy. I agree with you. Good win. Yes, absolutely good win. Let's see. We have to play better. I agree. 80 tried getting heavier. It made him too sluggish. He's good at his weight. The guards are not great at playmaking. Yes, agreed. He did. He bulked up, and everyone got mad at him for it. Like he did. He literally put on weight, and everyone was upset about it. Ham must go. He's not having the players in good mental frame mindset. That's not a good coach. Look, you can have the best coach in the world. It's up to the players to deliver. Like the guys not coming out and performing is not on Darvin Ham. They have to play the game, not Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham could be the best motivational speaker in the world. Like it has nothing to do with the speaking. Like the guys have to play the game. Like a lot of people I feel like don't understand that like Darvin Ham's not playing the Jason. Go watch what Jason Kidd said. For anybody that thinks Darvin Ham that all of this like lazy starts, guys not performing, all that stuff is Darvin Ham's fault. Go watch what Jason Kidd has said about being the head coach. He's spot on. I'm not the one that's out there. I'm not the savior. At some point, these guys have to play. And that's the truth. You can't blame Darvin Ham for guys not playing their level. They get paid millions of dollars to play the game of basketball. They know their role. They know what they're supposed to do. They know the type of energy that they're supposed to play with. They know what this means. If guys don't do it, that's not on the coach. If AD plays like this, we will not beat the Suns. Agreed. But he loves to show up for the Suns. Hooray! Austin Reaves saved the day. Facts. Now working on keeping AR. Yeah, got to keep him. 80 is so bad, bro. Almost made me break everything. He's amazing defensively. Reaves needs to start. I get it. I really like him in his role that he's in. I just think he's too significant. AD needs to drop 40 and 15 against the Suns. D'Lo needs to drop 30 plus. By the way, LeBron might be back against one of those Bulls games, and Pat Bev finna enjoy and talk the most. Yeah, oh, absolutely, he's gonna be talking for sure. But yeah, I think he'll be back for one of those games. I don't know, guys. That was a foul on Paolo. He has to give AR space to land. Agreed. It was. Let's see. How is Reaves not starting at this point? Because he's just so good in that gap spot. He's too valuable in that gap spot. That's what I'm saying. I know we're Laker fans, but the refs are on our side 120% lately. They really have been, which is good because we needed that. So are we now the 7th, 8th seed? No, I believe we're still like the 9th seed now because other teams won. So, but gotta win games. Magic didn't challenge a single call, and AR been drawing fouls all season. Refs were fine, yeah. AR is more clutch than clutch sports. LeBron taking a rest of year off. AR taking us to the goals. Yeah, AR is like, hey, relax, sit down. I got this. The mental side of the Lakers is the problem, starting from the top, coaching staff and leadership. It's not that. It's not that. At some point, players need to take accountability. Reeves star of the night, absolutely. Lakers are tied for the 10th seed, yeah. AR didn't declare for the draft to play in LA. I don't see him leaving as long as the Lakers are fair with his contract. Yeah, I agree. This was a very close game and scary game. I agree. This was a very close and scary game. Orlando's been good in the fourth quarter though too. I mean, they put up a 40-point fourth quarter and beat the Clippers. 80 needs LeBron bad. He's getting loaded on too much Tyler. Agree. I mean, teams are literally collapsing on him and making things as tough as they can. It just doesn't help when his mid-range isn't falling. When his mid-range is falling, it just opens up so much more. But they do. AR got the best mental powers over Nash, Curry, Bron Brain smushed into one basketball player, right? He's the perfect player, the ultimate player. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I missed this one. How many games we got left? We got 10 games left. So we got to win. Got to go, hopefully, 8-2 the rest of the way, something like that. LeBron might return March 29th or 31st, but Lakers got to start a winning streak. Agreed. I am with you. Let me see. I agree about having D'Lo. It's just that I like the size of TBJ. Oh, no, I completely get you. I'm with you 100%. I'm glad Ham didn't wait too long to put Reeves back in. Agreed. Like I said, Ham's been doing a good. He's been solid. He's been sticking with rotations. He's found a couple solid rotations that he's been really like letting play, and they've been doing good. They've been looking nice. Um, I got this old goat. I am the new Billy Goat and down. Yeah. I hope Beasley will help out in scoring against the Suns. I hope so too. I'm really hoping he at some point he gets back into like the brighter streak. I will start hitting shots once LeBron comes back. I agree. Like I mentioned it earlier, I don't think it's a coincidence that LeBron James that are Beasley's best games or best stretch as a Laker were with LeBron James and D'Angelo Russell, like together. Um, let's see. AR tells Beasley, I got some more for all your Brick Brothers. Just keep shoveling, son. Yeah, thanks. He Austin Reeves is really good. Dude, that guy is something special. For real, for real. Lonnie doesn't play defense and he doesn't pass the ball. Agreed. Like I said, he gets tunnel vision, doesn't play defense. It's hard. Do you all think Reeves can become a 50, 40, 90 player? I do. I mean, he's not that far off. He really isn't. Um, and the leaps and bounds that he took between now and last season is just crazy. Um, Reeves over 12 and a half, easy money. Yeah, get your bread. I'm with it. What's up, Tyler? Hope you're doing good as always. Oh, thank you so much, Lucas. Yeah, of course. I'm got Laker win, right? And I'm here with all you beautiful people. We talking, we handing out. But bear with me 1 second. I gotta grab something real quick. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Needed to grab something to drink. My throat's getting a little groggy, and I was out of my other drink. So, all right, where were we? Sorry about that. Thank you. Thank you all for being patient for a minute. The where were we? The last three games should have been all wins. Lonnie should definitely be in the game. They should have been wins. Kind of feel like Vanderbilt really hurts AD with the doubles on offense. Not sure if the defensive trade off is worth it. Think I'd rather have Rui in that slot. I mean, there is an argument to be made for it. It's just we're really good defensively when Vanderbilt and AD are on the court together. It would help if Beasley was knocking down threes. Like if Beasley was shooting well, I'm not even talking about shooting the lights out. If he was just shooting well, that would then teams wouldn't be able to pack the paint on AD the way that they are. But D'Lo and AD not working. I don't know about that. They've only played like 4 games together. Watching the game, too much standing around when the ball goes into AD, and now you're seeing other teams double and even triple team him, forcing other players to score. Yeah, they are really packing him. AR says Tyler, yo, I can start or I can ride the vine. Yo, I drive tractors or chop wood. Yo. Braun solves the Vanderbilt problem if we can just hang on long enough. Yeah, agreed. AR-15, what a player, man. I love him so much. I've been saying he's him. Don't know why he don't start over Beasley, but as long as he's getting the minutes, continue gives us the energy. And Dennis so good. I mean, like I said, there's plenty of argument for why he should start, for why he should be the main guy. But I just I really lean towards him in that gap spot. I just think as that gap player, I just think he's just so valuable there. I think he's so important there and just brings and provides so much for this Lakers team. So I don't know. Ideally, I'd like to keep him there personally. But that's just me. Shoot, I lost. There we are. I lost spot. AR-15 handling, getting much better. Nice mid, good game set, feet, 3-point shooter plus solid defender. Yeah, he is something nice. Salute. What is going on, Gideon? Appreciate you being here. One man wrecking crew. Absolutely, I agree. Reaves and Dennis off the bench. Our work is too good to change. Yeah, that's my only thing. That's why I just think he's just too valuable. Seriously, dude, Austin Reaves feels like he's been in the league for several years, and this is his second year. He's played, yeah, it's crazy. Thank goodness we got this, but we still playing bad and giving opportunities to opposing teams. We should kill the game early and then rest, not rest when we are like up 6 points. Agreed. Gotta get going. Yeah, 80. Gotta get going. Agreed. Paolo has to get the 3 ball for the Magic to be a real threat next year. Yeah, if he starts knocking down the 3 ball, he's gonna be scary, and it'll just open up so much more for him and other guys. They said Caruso is better than Austin Reaves. I've been saying since we drafted Austin Reaves that Austin Reaves is better than Caruso. We got to start Brown when Braun is back over Beasley. Sorry, but it's true. I mean, you can't. I think you got to give Beasley a shot with LeBron. Especially LeBron really likes those dead eye shooters, and I really think that he'll improve when LeBron gets back. I really do. But we'll see. We'll see. 80 is so pathetic. Looks like he has no passion for the game. Just not the 80 we once knew. Ultimately, never get the 80 consistently again. I don't know. Look, teams are doing everything they can to not make AD beat them. Like teams are packing the paint. They're triple teaming AD at times. And when his mid range isn't falling, it just makes things very tough. Very tough. So I think that's part of it. Reaves being aggressive and focused kept Lakers ship on water. Yeah, agreed. AD does know how to control the pace to favor his game. LeBron usually sets tone in the game. So without him, AD looks lost. Once he's back, Lakers are a juggernaut. Agreed. LeBron solves all of our issues. Let's see. As much as AD helps on the defensive end, his offensive game has so many inconsistencies. I personally don't think Lakers ever look into trading him, but he needs to get back to his old self, man. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to have more monstrous games. But again, I mean, he's leading the league in 30 and 15 games. Like he is. He's literally leading the league in those points. Like it's just he has these rough games. And like, look, I know a lot of people look at like what was it, like the Pelicans game or whatever, where he had like 8 points or whatever. Like AD also plays the right way at times. Like if he doesn't have it, you'll see him. He'll stop shooting. He'll get other guys involved, and people want him to force it. And it's like, why? Like I don't mind it. He's a very unselfish superstar, and I like that about AD. You see a lot of superstars. They just don't have it that night, and they'll just keep shooting, and sometimes they'll shoot you out of the game. I mean, LeBron's done that early this season, where he's been like 0-7 from 3, and he'll just keep shooting threes, and he's like 0-11. And it's like, dude, stop shooting the ball. We're down 15 now. It's like, damn, man. Like, so, I mean, the fact that AD, when he doesn't have it, he focuses, locks in on the defensive end, and lets other guys that do have it. You saw him. He started deferring at Austin Reaves, stuff like that. I like that. I like that he's not that selfish where he's like, I need the ball. You have to give me the ball. I need to get my 25 shots this game, right? Like if he doesn't have it, he's like, hey, you got it tonight. You take it over. I like that. That's how it should be. And we win games like this. He does. He has to be fed. He's big. This is why Darvin Ham kept Pat Bev in the lineup too. Reaves is amazing. He does this so well in limited time off the bench, playing the third fiddle. A D-lone shooter, also incredibly efficient. Dude, about to play himself out of out of our budget. Yeah, seriously. Let's see. Either Beasley gets it together or Lonnie has to get some minutes. Ham, got to see it. Lonnie was shooting well when he got good minutes. He's almost just as lethal. Again, the problem is at least Beasley, he'll pass it up, he'll give it up, he'll drive into the paint and kick out to guys, or he'll run that. He's even ran pick and roll sets at times. Lonnie doesn't. Like Lonnie gets the ball, and when he's made up his mind, I'm gonna try to score. That's it. He's either jacking that shot up or he's trying to get to the basket, which is nice. But defensively, he's a problem. In tunnel vision, he's a problem. No, that's like you see a lot of times with Beasley, he'll get that hockey assist. where he'll get the ball, won't take the shot, he'll pass it up, boom, he'll pass it up, and then boom, they'll pass it up over there, and then that guy will get the shot. Like, that's a hockey assist. Beasley at least makes plays at times. Where Lonnie, he's just so tunnel vision, and defensively, Lonnie is our worst defender, is the worst defender on our roster. That's not good. It's hard to play him. And unless he's just shooting the lights out where it's just insane, where last time Darvin Ham tried to give him minutes, Darvin Ham couldn't play him. He had to take him out because he was getting killed, and he was like 0 of 4 or 1 of 4 or something like that. If we make the playoffs, do you see being our 8 to 9 man rotation? Who gets left out? I mean, I think it depends on the matchups, right? It depends on who we play. But I mean, you're gonna have D'Lo, Beasley, LeBron, AD, Vanderbilt for sure. You have Austin Reaves, Dennis Schroeder, and then likely Rui will be the main 8, and then I think Gabriel gets some burn. Those will probably be our guys. I think Troy Brown will very likely be the odd man out at times. I think Mo Bamba will be the odd man out at times. Lonnie will be the odd man out at times. So yeah, my guess is probably those 8, the first 5, and then Schroeder, Vanderbilt, Schroeder, Reaves, Rui, and Gabriel. Those will probably be the 4 that we play coming off the bench. The Lakers should move on from AD. His body language says it all. No fire, no passion. He won his reign, and I think the pressure of being LeBron's teammate and playing for Lakers is just too much for him. He's still the best defensive player in the league. So, I mean, even if just he's a defensive center, like he's more valuable in that regard. AD doesn't know how to control the pace to his game. LeBron usually sets the tone and juggernaut. We do need a backup center, though. We do need a backup center. Another 6-point game from the bench. I don't know what we do without them sometimes. If Bron is there and AD actually plays like himself, nobody wants to see us. That's a lot of ifs. And when it comes health, though, yeah, if we're healthy, we're terrified. We really are. What's our record? Our last 10 games, I say 7-3. Ideally, I'd like to go 8-2, but I think 7-3 is reasonable. I do. I think it's reasonable. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I think it really comes down to when does LeBron come back. If LeBron comes back with like 7 games left, we might not lose a game. I mean, it's a small sample size, but we were 3-0 with LeBron and this new roster before LeBron got hurt. And now LeBron's had time to rest, heal up, really sit back and watch these guys and see where can I fit in, right? Like how can I make this guy better, that guy better, this guy better? I really do. I think that this is going to be. I really do. I think I wouldn't be shocked if we go like 6-1 when LeBron comes back. Now, assuming he comes back for 7 games. He's a power forward at heart. Yeah, he's more finesse than he is. He's more. He wants to be the mid-range guy. Rui has become ultra efficient boost of energy off the bench. Now he needs more playing time. His 3-point shooting has been super highly recently too. Yeah, he's shooting like 45, 46% from 3 the last 10 games, which is amazing. And he's shooting like 55%, something like that from the field. That is amazing. And again, he was really good for us today. He had some big shots today, but they've been feeding him more, right? He's had this like 7-game stretch, something like that, where he's just been really good. But the Lakers have been feeding him. The Lakers are giving him the ball on the block, letting him, running sets to where he gets a good mid-range look, or he gets a wide open 3, whatever, on a catch and shoot. So it helps when you know his strengths, and it's like, here you go. The Lakers need to learn how to stop turning the ball over so much. To AD has to show up. Not only him, D'Lo and Beasley, to y'all, the starters, and not playing like y'all don't want to make playoffs. I mean, D'Lo was fine today. I mean, D'Lo gave us 18 points and shot 50% from the field, 50% from 3. D'Lo was fine. Gave you 18 and 6. Beasley's still struggling, though. And, we do need to do a better job protecting the ball. I don't believe our turnovers were that high tonight, though. I think our turnovers were we had 15. Never mind. I thought we had like 12. But yeah, we'll need to cut it down on the turnovers. So I have any other big to get in the offseason. Just told my cat to subscribe. I appreciate you, Josh. Thank you. That's right. Like I said, tell a friend, tell a dog, tell a cat, tell a nephew, whomever. Get some people to subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, take a quick second, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It'd mean a ton to me. I'm 7 subscribers away from 10,850. I'm sure there are 7 of you watching right now that aren't subscribed. Take a second, hit that subscribe button. It'd mean a ton to me. Where were we? I don't know how to explain it, but Reaves just knows the game so well, rarely makes mistakes, can draw fouls like the best of them, Harden and Embiid. Great playmaker and scores as well. Upgrade his 3-ball too. Yeah, he is. He's special, man. He really is. And he's a second-year player, which is just, he really is. Like, he plays like a guy that's been in the league for 10 years. Terrible win for the Lakers. No such thing as a terrible win. I don't know how you say there's a terrible win, but you know, the only player with energy tonight is Coach Suggs. What? How can you blame the? Never. I'm not even. I'm not even gonna try. It's just silly. Vando's hands got to get better. Yeah, at times, yeah, he's been sloppy lately. But I think he'll be all right. Let's see. As it stands, why does your icon say? Why doesn't your icon say that you're live? I don't know. That's a good question. Does it not say that I'm live? It should. That's interesting. I mean, I got the notification because I have like my As It Stands channel, so I got the notification that it was on. So at least notifications are working. But yeah, I mean, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Usually the stream with after a win usually is packed, but this one's been a little mild, which is fine. I don't mind it. But yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe it just YouTube's tripping. 80 is a top 5 defender, power forward to center, but we need a backup center. He is at a gas last 5 minutes games where mistakes cause us big. Yeah, because we just so heavily rely on him. Seems like AD just complacent when he realizes another good player is beside him. He does attack as much as when he plays with Braun or D'Lo. He thinks he doesn't have to do as much. I mean, he like I said, I don't mind him being unselfish. Like, somebody's got it, fine. He just needs to be more efficient when he does get the ball. Is the only difference. The last few games he hasn't been as efficient, which is the problem. Let's see. Maybe everyone's right to put AR in the starting lineup and allow Bs to come and hopefully get some threes going. Like I said, the problem is just AR is just so valuable to our bench, like too valuable. Like we don't have anybody else off the bench that can replicate that, and that becomes a problem. When Dennis gets hot from 3, it's okay to fire them, but his last few threes kind of annoyed me. Kind of momentum killers since he's not great from 3. Yeah, I mean when he's on, he's on. But when he's not, take a step back. Like he likes to just shoot him sometimes. It's just timing at times. Like when he decides to shoot a 3, there's times where I'm just like, come on, dude, we don't need that right now. Let's see. Lakers will never and should never trade AD, in my opinion. Defense is too valuable in this game. Defense still wins championships, guys. Yes, it does. Absolutely. And again, he is the best defensive player in the league this year. Again, go watch in 7 minutes. Also, that's when I'm going to wrap up the stream, go for an hour. But at 10 p.m., I have a video diving into Anthony Davis and why we can't trade him. And I read you all the stats, read you everything, compare him to Giannis. I'm telling you, he's something else. Starting to resemble Manu Ginobili. That's actually a really good comparison. Players run from AD when he is near them on defense. No, literally. I mean, how many times in just this game alone do we see guys start making a break for the rebound for the basket? Anthony Davis switches over and they stop and pull up mid range. And some of them they made, some of them they missed. But I'd rather them take a mid range shot and risk missing it than them driving it to the rim and all of a sudden they get an easy layup. Let's see. Bees needs not to start until LeBron gets back. I can understand that. Like I said, I would rather go Troy Brown at the 2. Like if you're gonna pull Beasley out of the starting lineup, I'd rather go Brown at the 2 and then have Rui at the 4. So go uh, Rui Davis, Vando, Troy Brown, and D'Lo. I don't think that'd be bad at all. D'Lo is not losing his. D'Lo shot 50. D'Lo gave us 18 points and shot 50% from the field. He hit a huge clutch three. He shot 50% from three. Like, where do you get he's losing confidence from? I mean, the guy gave us 18 and 6 on 50% shooting. I don't think that's losing confidence. Vanderbilt turned the ball over 3 to 4 of time. He is clumsy. He needs to work on this weakness. He becomes a liability in some moments. Yeah, I mean, he's 23 years old. So you got to take the good with the bad. I think AR can show the Suns a different side of him. Do you remember the Suns versus the Lakers game when D-Book looked down on him? Yeah, I'm pretty sure AR haven't forgotten about that. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you. And Anthony Davis loves to play the Suns. Loves it. So I'm hoping that he picks it back up. But all right, let me power through a couple more of these questions. I'm going to get out of here in a few minutes. Let's see. I think the issue is not AD's play so much, even though he does float from time to time. It's his availability. Hard to be consistent above average teams when your second best player misses 20 to 24 to 40 games. Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you need him to play, definitely. They need time to gel, though. No, we can't replace Davis or anyone. The second, we just have to play. Exactly. I mean, we still have only played what? We've played 15 games together, and we haven't played even as a full team, as a full roster. So it'll come. We'll get there. We will. Yes, AR-15 and Ginobili is a great comparison. I'd like to take most of Beasley minutes if we struggle in the playoffs. If we can make, yeah. So like if Beasley's playing terrible in the playoffs, then yes, put AR in the starting lineup. But I'm talking about at least for this regular season. I would rather I'd rather just kind of have this lineup, keep it intact, keep 80 or keep Reaves on the bench in that gap spot. I would personally prefer that. Markel, thank you so much. Do you think Reaves will be a 50, 40, 90 player? I think he has. He absolutely has the potential to do so. I really do. I really do. I mean, he's already pretty close. He's not far off, and it's his second year. So just give him, a little more time, and I think that he gets there. I do. I absolutely do think that we could see Austin Reaves part of the 50-49, without a doubt. But yeah, Markel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I trade him for Kyrie. We can't find rebounding and defense. We can find rebounding and defense elsewhere, not to the level of him, not anywhere close to the level of him. We would have the worst defensive front court. Literally the worst defensive front court. But no, exactly. You don't trade. You just don't. If you want to get Kyrie and get Kyrie without trading 80, then sure. I mean, I'd rather keep the depth, but AR saves him his position as the Lakers head coach. Feel sorry for AR, working very hard with just $3 million contract with LID, acting like he wanted to go home and just waiting the game to finish. I think he's all right. Kyrie isn't clutch. Y'all living in 16. He hasn't had a clutch playoff moment since then. No way you trade AD for. Yeah, you're not trading AD for. AR-15 is who Grayson Allen wishes he was. The FX. We got to be less careless with the ball. I agree with you, Jacob. I am with you. Vanderbilt was playing like his laces were tied together. He was. He was having a rough game, but it happens. Lakers' fault is coaching as well. Glad Walker out of the rotation because he's holding us back offensively and defensively. Yeah. Big test coming up against the Suns on Wednesday. Yes, we got to get that win. Reaves is a baller. Baby Mark Price, dude. That's another good comparison. I like that comparison too. AD needs to come through against the Suns. Ayton needs food when he plays them. Yeah. Oh no. Ayton always gets like in his own head when he plays against AD, and Anthony Davis loves to play against the Suns. So I'm hoping that that's how he goes. Only way we beat the Suns is AD goes for 30-20. Hopefully he does. If you trade AD, you better get a 5 that is close to his level defensively. There aren't many of those guys in the team that have them. Ain't trading them exactly. 15, 11, 4 blocks, 2 steals sound like a decent contribution to me. I agree. Dude, I like you see Anthony Davis's games and like a bad game, and it's like, I mean, literally his bad games are like what like are career nights for some players. Literally, like 90% of the league, like he had an atrocious game the other night, and he still gave you 17 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists or 4 assists, 3 blocks, 3 or 4 blocks, 2 steals. Like you look at his stat line, and it's like like you're just like, God, like dude, that was incredible. And people are like, he had a terrible game, and it's like, you know how many people wish they had a game like that? Like there's very few players that have games like that and it's considered a bad game. And people want to trade that guy. Yeah, you only trade AD if you're going to rebuild. Like I said, in 2 years, if LeBron leaves and we're in a position where it's like, okay, let's rebuild, then sure, trade Anthony Davis, get a bunch of draft picks, get some assets, whatever. Sure, I'm with you. We're the 10th seed now. Yes, yes, we're right there. It didn't help that a couple teams won. They deserve a little refs love. Let's not forget this for love. Oh, look, I will not complain about the refs bailing us out a little bit because they were atrocious going forward. So yeah, hopefully they keep that up. But Electric coming in house $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I legit think AD saving his body for the playoffs. There's a part of me that feels that way too. There's also a part of me that feels like the Lakers, and I don't think this is the case, but like some of these moments, like some of these games have kind of seemed like I think the Lakers are trying to get the 7th seed. I really do. Like there's a big part of me that's like, because right now, like because they look, the Lakers we got reports saying that the Lakers wanted to play the Kings, that they wanted to play the Kings in the first round of the playoffs, that they didn't want to play anybody else. Right. So right now, the Kings are the 2 seed. It's very likely that they could stay the 2 seed going forward. And if the Lakers are the 7th seed, then that means they would end up playing them in the first round. Again, I mean, it's a little, put your tinfoil hat on conspiracy, but it would kind of make sense. Granted, the Lakers got to get to the 2 seed or get to the 7th seed, but yeah, it's an interesting thought. Interesting thought. All right. Anyway, what's Reaves ceiling, Tyler? I mean, that's a good question. I think realistically, I don't think he's ever going to be like the guy. Like I don't think he's ever going to be like the number one option. But I could see him being, and I've mentioned this before, I could see him as like a prime Gordon Hayward. Like prime Gordon Hayward was a 25-5 guy, like every night. Swiss Army knife, great defender, could shoot the ball, could give you 30 on any given night, but just played within the scope of the team. Like Utah Gordon Hayward was like really good, really good. He wasn't like a top 10, top 20 guy, but he was like that if he's your third guy, you're the best player, like hands down. But AR says, you all in this chat need to take a chill pill. I got this chip. Yeah, he's throwing it on his back. Let's go. Let's ride to the promised land. I love it. I wonder who all going to be free in the offseason. I think Lakers should go after another big man in the offseason. I won't try. I hope they do too. We do. We really need one. I can't wait for that 9 versus 10 game. LA Lakers and the Jazz. We're not. I don't think we'll be in the 10. I think we'll be in the 7th. But ceiling is Manu. I can see that. AR50 or AR says Lakers are 3 games out of 4th and 5th. I got his chip in the bag. I like Ruffles, baby. Bill coming in hot. Let's see what else. These Lonnie lovers. He's a liability on defense. Yeah. Let me have AR mentioned his LeBron post from middle school. Yes. Lonnie never seen a shot he doesn't like. That's very true. The mentality will hurt us in the playoffs. He's a great player, though. Don't get me wrong. Great gift scored athleticism. I think in the right situation and with the right time, he can develop into a really solid guy. I really do. If the team is like patient with him, I think he can. The thing is, Lonnie has the frame to be a good defender, unlike Schroeder, who tries way too hard. He has the frame, the athleticism. He has all the intangibles to be a really good defender. Braun is coming back with a vengeance. TBJ needs to play. He had bad moments, but He's a great rebounder, great shooter at times, and a great hustle and underrated defense. I don't see him being the odd man out. Dude, I would like him to play, but it's just again like who does he play over? And unless he goes 10 deep, which he might, it's just like who does he play over, right? Now if Beasley is terrible, maybe he plays over Beasley, but I just yeah, I look, I really love Troy Brown. Look, I have spoken highly of Troy Brown. I have stuck up for Troy Brown. I have talked about how if you look at him, if you've watched him all season, he's been one of our most consistent guys. He's like an 8 point a game guy all season. Every game. He had like a 30 game stretch where every game he scored 8 to 9 points. Like every game. It was crazy. He's had a couple bad games here and there, but he's still 23 years old. He's been thrusted into a role that he probably didn't plan on playing. All of that stuff. But yeah, Rui is a guy that need to feed, not just let him sit in the corner all game. Yeah, exactly. It's not his game. Agreed. Let's go, Lakers. Do you think we will beat the Phoenix Suns? I do. I think Anthony Davis has a big game. I really do. I think he has a monster game. He loves to play the Suns. I think he bounces back. Hey, Tyler, is it possible that the Lakers can re-sign these guys in the offseason? And who do you think we should try as a big man in the offseason? I don't know off the top of my head all the big men that are available in the offseason. So I can't really give you a solid answer on that. But what I can give you is, yeah, we can re-sign this entire roster if we wanted to. Some guys would have to work with us. There's a couple things that go into it, but yeah, I mean, we could come back next season with literally every single guy on our roster if we wanted to, including like, Lonnie Walker, stuff like that. Let's get it nice win. Yes. Hey, when the playoffs come around, y'all will be praising Vando. Just wait. Oh, absolutely. He is crucial. Tyler, your thoughts on how the Lakers stack up against the Clippers as of now? They are the only team that truly concerns me in the West, and who you got winning the game on April 5th out of the two. So I think we stack up much better against the Clippers now than we have in a long time. Clippers are concerning because Clippers just have seemed to have our number the last 3 years or whatever it's been. They really have. Like, as much as it pains me to say, they have. So there's always that concern where it's like I think we're better than the Clippers, and I think we match up a lot better now than we have. But sometimes teams just have your number, right? Like Denver, for example, right? Like everybody talks about how like if the Lakers end up playing Denver in the first round, they are smacking Denver in the first round because we just seem to have their number, no matter how good they are. Every year we just seem to smack them. Even this year we won more. We were smacking them, So it's one of those things. But I think. I might see the problem with the April 5th game. I don't know if the Clippers play everybody. If they already have the 4th or 5th seed locked up, I could see them just resting everybody but Russ. So it's kind of hard to know. I think I think the Lakers win that game regardless. AD got to stay in attack mode better. Yes. Trade AD for Kyrie. I get comments like that all the time. Kyrie is better offensively, but we need an elite defender like AD, and elite big men are hard to get than a guard right now. Yeah, you can get scoring guard. Beasley's inconsistency is a pain, like when he and like shoot 7 threes and shot. But when he's off, when he's off, it's tough. When he's off, it's real tough. So I get it. I understand it. It's frustrating at times, but I think at this point you got to keep him in the starting lineup just for consistency. Again, if you were going to switch it with like maybe start Rui, bring Brown, something like that. What can Brown do for you type thing. But Jason, coming in hot to $10 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. As frustrating as AD has been, I do love Ham staggering minutes so that AD and Gabriel can play in the front court. I actually love how he's changed that, how he's made it to where they can. Seems to be effective. It's been really nice so far. Ham should do more of this despite what the matchup presents. Yeah, I do. I really like that Darvin Ham is kind of given them. We've wanted that for a long time, and now he's finally like consistently doing that, and it's worked. It's paid off. We've been really good, just rebounding, defensively, stuff like that. Certain matchups might be kind of tough to do that, but I think like most of these games we have, like I think the Suns game, I think you heavy dose spoon feed Reaves and Gabriel and AD, because I do not see the Suns being able to slow that down at all. At all. I think those two just will gobble up rebounds and just dominate. So I do. I hope Ham continues to keep that. I hope Ham continues to keep those two together because we need it, um, especially in closeout minutes. Now, if a guy just is shooting the lights out or something like that, and you gotta like say Rui is just like he's 8 of 8 from three. He's just having a monster game, then sure. But I think more times than not, close with Gabriel. I don't mind it at all. But again, Jason, thank you so much for that super chat. Really appreciate it. All right, I got one more super chat from Johnny, and then I'm going to get out of here unless another super chat pops in. Then I'll answer that, and then I'm going to skate on out of here. But 80, first off, Johnny, thank you so much for $5 super chat. Really appreciate that. 80, got to stop, pop in on pick and rolls. Take it inside. And for the love of God, why are we running zone when we have an elite defender and AD and Manaba? The zone helped us though. Like they could not shoot. They couldn't shoot the 3 ball tonight. So I mean, you had Cole Anthony. He kind of had a nice little stretch, but for the most part, he really couldn't. Like they couldn't shoot. So I didn't mind the zone. I liked the zone a lot actually, and then that kind of what got us back into the game and then got us that 16-point lead. And then they were just doing a better job of attacking the zone. And guys weren't rotating the way that they should. But and it's also to help preserve AD in Vanderbilt, I'm sure, rather than them just having to do all the dirty work all game. So that's part of it. But I do agree, like they need to run more pick and rolls with AD. Problem is that teams are just collapsing in on that. Like teams are expecting every time he sets a pick that they roll. Every single time. You're seeing it literally every single time. So I think that's part of it. I think once LeBron gets back, I think that'll open up a lot more and make things a lot easier too. But we'll see. Lakers are practicing Tristan and Bradley. Are they really? Oh, okay. Awesome. I'm gonna have to look that up. Shams reports the Lakers are working out free agent center Tristan Thompson, Tony Bradley. That is great. First off, Electric, thank you so much. And Giovanni, thank you so much. And Electric, thank you for the $2 super chat. That means a ton. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. I'll probably talk about that tomorrow then. Because I just had a video post at 10. It was a video that I was supposed to post earlier today, but I ended up having that the Rui video. So I wasn't able to get this video that I wanted up. So I just posted it now anyway. So I would appreciate if all of you went and watched that video. That would mean a ton to me after you get off this live stream. Go watch that Anthony Davis video, kind of give you some insight on Anthony Davis and how good he is performing this year. So if you could take a minute to do that, and then I will definitely talk about this tomorrow. I'll look into it, get all the details, and then we'll talk about it. So, but anyway, I appreciate all of you very much. Thank you all so much for the super chats, all that stuff. You guys are awesome. It means a ton to me. It really helps me out a lot. And yeah, if you haven't liked this video, take a quick second, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I am 6 subscribers away, or 5 now, 5 subscribers away from 10,850. So I'm sure there are 5 of you that aren't subscribed. Take a second, hit that subscribe button. Go watch my Anthony Davis video. I really appreciate the support. You guys are awesome. And I will see you all in the